Hey guys, Viber here, welcome back to a brand new video. Now, I know a lot of you guys have been probably wanting me to make a video like this for a while now, but I'm going to be showing you how to make some super simple and good looking Roblox thumbnails. And it's really fast, really easy, and there's like so much little effort that you have to go and put into it. So basically, I'm going to be showing you ones that look like this, and like that. But basically, most of my recent ones are basically the same thing besides that one. I would just take my character and all that stuff and just put it in. But basically the only app you're going to need is paint.net. Now when you look it up, just look up paint space net. Do not put the dot in there or it takes you to this one random website. But when you go and look it up, you should see this link right here. So go click on it and it should be the download button right here. So go click on it, download it and all that good stuff. And yeah, it's super simple. Just go download real quick and yeah. So the game I'm going to be using to actually go and make the thumbnail is going to be Bubblegum Simulator. Now you should be able to do this with basically any game that you really want. So I'm going to go hop into the game and I will see you there. Alrighty guys, so I just got into a Bubblegum Simulator server and basically I tried to come up with like a nice little area or at least a theme for the thumbnail. Now this isn't going to be an actual real video thumbnail. I'm just trying to show you guys something that may be an actual possibility for one. So what I thought is maybe you want to go and make a way on how to grind coins the fastest and everything. And maybe you want to go to this area right on over here where it shows 1 bubble equals 7 coins. So what you want to do is try to find like an angle or like an area that may look really good and everything. And for me, I feel like this area like right here is probably going to be one of the best ways. Maybe like stand to the side so I get the cell and the whole like bubble and coin thing over here. But basically what you want to do is move your cursor to the side unless you want to in it. I'm not going to judge. But basically what you want to do from here is you want to take a screenshot of the entire screen. So what you're going to want to do is press the Windows button and the print screen button, which the Windows button should be on the bottom left side of the keyboard and the print screen should be somewhere near the top right of it. Now basically what you want to do is just hold the Windows button down, then hold the print screen down as well. And this green should take a screenshot real quick. And that's basically all you have to do for the thumbnail. So let me go and take one real quick. There we go, and I'm gonna go hop out of the game and show you how to go and put it all together now. Alrighty guys, so I just opened up paint.net and all that good stuff. Now when you go and open it up, it should go and look something just like this. Now what you want to do is you want to make sure you have the correct resolution for the thumbnail, which if you go over to the top left part of the screen, there's a little bit of a paper with a plus mark that says new. So go click on it, and the resolution you want to change it to is 1280 by 720, which I already had it set to. Then what you want to do next is click OK, and it should auto adjust it for you. Now one thing I like doing automatically is going and highlighting this entire part, which is with this tool right here, the rectangular selector. And just hit delete, so it makes the whole background transparent. Now what you want to do next is if you want to go to file and click open, basically you want to go to the screenshots and choose the one that you just took, which is right here for me. And just hit open, and if you already had it selected, you can also just go and click paste. By art was doing a few other things, so I cannot really. But if you go to the file and select the one that you want to use, make sure you highlight this entire part, click copy, go over to the original one that you just create. This can then just be deleted, you don't really need it, and go and hit the button right here that is for paste. And it should pop up with this that says expand canvas or keep canvas size. Make sure you keep the canvas size or it will go to the resolution of your screenshot. So keep canvas size. Now what you want to do is basically adjust it to a part where you think would be a good place for a thumbnail. Now for me, I think I'm going to want it around there. Now as you can see, there's a little bit of white on the bottom, which if it's a plain solid color, you can easily just highlight a part above it. Click on the move selected pixels tool and you can just drag right below, and as you can see, it's like nothing was there in the first place, which is so awesome. Now of course if there's textures in one, it might be a little bit more complicated. But if it's something simple like this, it's really easy to do. Now, first I'm going to show you the effects that you need to do to make it stand out and look really clean. So if you go over to the effects tab and click on it and go down to the photo section, there should be an option called soften portrait. So click on that and it should auto correct to this, or at least for default wise. But what I do is with the softness, it normally shows like how blurry the object is. I normally set that all the way to the left so it's as sharp as it could be, or at least look. Then with the lighting, I always set it all the way to the right so you can at least see what's going on if you have a little bit of a black or dark background. Then with the warmth, this is 100% your preference on what you think looks best. Normally, like you can put it all the way to the right, and maybe the colors might stand out more, or put it to the left and makes things a little bit more blue. For me, I always put it to the left. I don't know why, it's just a personal preference. So for me, I go all the way to the left, then all the way to the right, then all the way to the left again. So go, hit OK, and as you guys can see, it looks super clean already. Now, I want to go and show you something that might be a little bit better, depending on the type of thumbnail you are making. So what you want to do first is go and add a new layer, which is on the bottom right here. So click on that, and it should pop up with a layer 2. So what you want to do next is go over to the shapes tool, and make sure you're on the rectangle one right here, or square or whatever. And make sure you're on the draw shape outline and none of these other ones, because they will not work. Well, they probably will. Well, actually they won't work. Scratch that. But basically you want to go and set it to something like 15 and go from the top left hand corner all the way to the right. Now what I actually recommend doing is making sure it's set to white, as you guys can see right here. So you can at least see where it's going and everything. And once you have it all set up, I recommend changing it to 90 to 95. I'm feeling like 90 might be a little bit better, mainly because it's not too big. But you should have something that looks like this, if you're following along or whatever. Now, what you want to do is if you go down to the bottom right hand side and go to the properties section, you should be able to go to the blend mode and change that to overlay. And depending on the type of background, you may want to have opacity at max, or maybe like adjust it alongside. So as you guys can see on the outside corners, with 0, it does nothing, and if it's maxed out, you can see a little bit of a smooth outline that's a little bit lighter than the rest of it. So click OK on whatever like you feel is the best or looks the best with the thumbnail. And what you want to do next is click the merge down, so you don't have to worry about anything else afterwards. Now, for some people, you may probably like this already and want to keep it that way for the thumbnail. But let's say you want to go and add in some text. So what you want to do is add a new layer and choose whatever text font you use. For me, I just use the Burbank Big, and choose whatever font size you think is going to be the best. Now, depending on how many lines of text you have, I recommend using center align, just so it's like nice and clean. So let's say I want something like unlimited coin glitch or something like that, or just unlimited coin. Something like that. Then maybe do one of those type of things, make it clickbaity as it'll ever be, I guess. Now, depending like on what the text is, you might want to move it up just a little bit before it starts like actually taking away, as you guys can see. So make sure you go and get up as high as you can, so it looks a little bit more like natural. Now, what I normally do is I'll highlight it and maybe move it to a part, maybe slant a little to like a corner, maybe you know, change the size of it a little bit just so it fits in. Okay, something like that looks actually pretty good to me. Now, what I normally do after this is add in a little bit of a drop shadow, which there are add-ons to this if you look them up on YouTube. But I normally just set the blur to 0 and radius, just bring it up a little bit so you can actually tell the difference. Now, what I normally do just to spice up the text a little bit is if I have more than just one word or something, I normally try to find a color that would stand out or just go with it. So with coins, you normally think like a gold color or like a yellow color. So we're just going to do something like that just to make it stand out, merge the layer down, and basically I'm going to call that good for a thumbnail. So if you guys actually did enjoy the video, make sure to go and drop a like and of course subscribe if you're new to my channel, and I will be seeing you in the next one. Take care.